Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Rockford police hope the public can help identify a man seen in surveillance photos. He's a suspect in the city's first murder of the year. A new state bill would guarantee all workers 40 hours of paid leave a year. The act could affect millions of people statewide. And if you need something to do with the little ones over the next couple of days, the perfect event is in town. We take a look at Disney on Ice. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Eric Wilson is off tonight. Rockford police need your help identifying a suspect in the city's first murder of the year. They're looking for this man. Police say he shot and killed 63-year-old Peggy Anderson during a robbery at Pinnon's Foods yesterday. The suspect was wearing a black mask, gray hooded sweatshirt, black pants, and black shoes. Officers were called to the North Court Street shop around 3:20 Wednesday afternoon. Investigators say the suspect robbed Anderson as she was coming down a stairway that leads to apartments above the business. During the struggle, Anderson was shot in the chest. The suspect then reportedly fled in her car. The car was found abandoned about a mile away on Douglas Street a short time later. If you have any information, call Rockford Police or Rockford Area Crime Stoppers. Peggy Anderson worked at Pinnon's. In a statement on Facebook, the store's owners said in part, quote, "We are saddened to share with you we lost one of our family members, co-workers, and a loved and trusted friend. Here at Pinnon's, we're all family. This is an unimaginable event, and we appreciate the outpouring of love and support we've received from the community." Pinnon's was closed today. Owners say they will reopen with regular hours tomorrow. Boone County Sheriff's Police investigate a possible murder-suicide in Poplar Grove. Wednesday night, deputies were called to Thornhill Drive near Candlewick Lake for a death investigation. Two bodies, a man and woman, both in their 40s, were found. According to investigators, they died from gunshot wounds. Police believe the deaths are a murder-suicide resulting from domestic violence. The investigation is still ongoing and names are not being released. In Freeport, a woman's arrested in a fatal hit-and-run crash in December. 29-year-old Dominique Furcron is charged with reckless homicide and failure to report an accident involving death. Police say she's responsible for the death of Kody Newman. Back on December 30th, Newman was hit by a car while walking near Business 20 and West Lily Creek Road. The 22-year-old died at the scene. Newman was best known as the front man for the local band Backhand Betrayal. A young Rockford woman had just moved into her new apartment when a thief broke in. Her car was stolen along with her sense of safety. Our Nicole Delgado talked to the victim's mother. Nicole, what'd she have to say?
Mimi, Katie Robbins says that she didn't think that anything like this would ever happen to her daughter. She tells me that this is her daughter's first apartment on her own.
I was terrified for my daughter, very scared. You know, it's not something that you want to hear. She's over here, you're all the way across town. You can't seem to get to her fast enough.
Katie Robbins gets a call Tuesday night from her 18-year-old daughter, Destiny. Destiny's apartment on Rome Avenue off State Street was broken into. She was in bed when she heard glass breaking. She says a brick was thrown at her back door window.
There was 2 bricks out on the patio. They used one to smash, and they took the other one. What concerns me is had she went out there and looked, or had she went out there and maybe tried to chase to try to stop him, they obviously had some type of intent to protect themselves or maybe do something to somebody else because they took a brick.
Not only was the back door window smashed in, but her car keys were missing along with her car. Robbins says she was concerned that someone was watching her daughter's apartment. She says everybody knows somebody, and that's when Robbins puts on Facebook asking for help to find the missing car.
That the community continues to work together, because I think if we can all work together, it would be a really great thing. And this is showing us how great our community can be, because they helped us a lot.
Robbins tells me that she will be adding extra security to her daughter's apartment so that this doesn't happen again.
Definitely securing your home, being aware of your surroundings, who you're around, who you're with.
Destiny's car was found in Loves Park. Currently, there is no one been arrested for it. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Nicole. A bill that would guarantee paid leave for all workers in Illinois is waiting for the governor's signature. He says he plans to sign it. The proposal requires employers to give their employees 40 hours of paid leave a year. Workers can use it for whatever reason they choose after working at their job for 90 days. Employees can begin accruing those 40 hours on their first day on the job. And for every 40 hours they work, they earn 1 hour of paid leave. Any hours workers don't use in the year get carried over to the next year. Representative Jehan Gordon Booth says this bill will benefit people with low-paying jobs who don't receive any kind of paid leave already.
There are so many people in this state, largely low-wage workers, that do not have any kind of paid leave whatsoever. No paid leave, no sick leave, they have nothing. And so what this legislation does is this brings paid leave to those folks.
Business owners can give their employees more than 40 hours of paid leave if they want, and they can still ask workers to inform them before they use the time. If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend with your kids, you're in luck. Disney on Ice is back at the BMO starting tonight. We caught some of the characters warming up this afternoon, including tricks and lifts. The theme of this show is Find Your Hero. The tour manager says a lot of work goes into making the magic.
It's a huge production. I know it just looks like a cute little kiddie show, but we actually have about 100 people traveling with us. It takes months of preparation and endless hours of work. We spent a day and a half loading into the building here.
Disney on Ice has shows until Sunday. Some tickets are selling as low as $15. For times, check out this story at mystateline.com. While you're making your Valentine plans, consider an extra surprise for the love of your life during halftime of the Super Bowl over on Fox 39. Eyewitness News has teamed up with Frank Jewelers for the Super Proposal Contest. The winner will propose to their significant other during one of the halftime commercials and get $1,500 toward an engagement ring. To enter, just head to mystateline.com or scan the flow code you see there on your screen. The contest runs through tomorrow. The U.S. worst inflation levels in 40 years continue to ease. Coming up, what economists say it signals about where our economy is headed.
We've had plenty of cloud cover out there this afternoon as temperatures today managed to make it into the upper 30s, still holding on to that above average trend. We've got a few flurries though to time out here as we go through the night tonight. I'll have more on that coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
The federal government says rising consumer prices continue to slow down. Today's Consumer Price Index report shows inflation fell in December to 6.5%. Washington correspondent Jesse Tenor reports on what this means for your wallet.
We're clearly moving in the right direction.
With inflation down, President Joe Biden's spirits are up.
It all adds up to a real break for consumers, real breathing room for families, and more proof that my economic plan is working.
But some Republicans don't see the latest Consumer Price Index report that way. West Virginia Senator Shelley Moore Capito said 6.5% inflation is simply too high, and the president's policies are hurting Americans. Economists, though, say December's numbers are overall very positive for consumers.
We think inflation is going to continue to slow down.
Ethan Harris, the head of global economics research at Bank of America, said improving supply chains are driving down costs, particularly for used cars.
It's the beginning of a pretty big reversal in inflation in that sector.
But Harris said prices in other sectors, including hotels and restaurants, remain stubborn.
One of the negative side effects of having such a good job market is that it's creating a lot of labor cost pressure on the service side.
Lawmakers, particularly House Republicans with their new majority, have vowed to tackle the inflation issue.
For now, the best thing Congress can do is let the Fed do its job.
The Federal Reserve is trying to get inflation down to 2%, but Harris predicts that's a goal we won't reach this year.
I think a mild recession is quite likely.
In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
Well, we've had a lot of clouds here in the state line today, and it's been a bit cooler, too. When we come back, Candace shows us when the sunshine returns, possibly this weekend. That's coming up next.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
We've dealt with the cloud cover out there for much of this afternoon. Unlike the last couple of days where we've had sunshine, the clouds, they have filled back in as low pressure continues to work in across the area. From that, we've had a little drizzle. We'll see a couple of flurries, a light snow shower or two kind of pick up over the next couple of hours. Severe weather has been ongoing here across the south and the southeast. In fact, numerous severe thunderstorm warnings lighting up along this line. Individual supercell thunderstorms earlier today caused quite a few tornadoes, destructive tornadoes moving from parts of Alabama out through Georgia. Still, we do have a tornado warning there across parts of the southeast and the mid-Atlantic. So very active there to our south and east. For us, it's kind of the secondary low pressure system that'll be moving in, which has kept that cloud cover around and will give us a couple of snow flurries here as we go through the night tonight. Temperatures, they managed to make it into the mid and upper 30s, a little cooler there to the northwest. 34 right now in Monroe, 30 in Galena, 36 in Freeport, and 37 here in Rockford. Our winds have been a little breezy from the north today, so it has pushed that wind chill factor down into the 20s. So we'll feel a little cooler tonight and then during the day tomorrow too as we hold on to that wind. Notice as we go through this evening, we've got a couple of flurries, a light snow shower or two. Temperatures through the evening are going to stay for most of us above freezing, so not overly concerned with any slick conditions, especially given the fact that our temperatures throughout the last several days have been quite warm. But as we go through the night tonight, those numbers will slowly drop back below freezing. And even though we're not expecting much for an accumulation, maybe a coating or a dusting on some grassy surfaces, with that temperature falling below freezing, could be a couple of slick spots there through the commute time tomorrow. We've got cloud cover to keep us through most of the day on Friday, but towards sunset, I think we'll start to see some breaks in some of that cloud cover. Might not go completely clear, but if we see enough clearing, temperatures to start off Saturday will drop down into the teens. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some frost and some fog there early Saturday. Winds will turn back around to the southwest Saturday afternoon. Temperatures back into the mid-30s, and then we're in the 40s once we get into Sunday. Sunday is going to feature a little more cloud cover, and this kind of paves the way ahead of what is going to be a little more of an active pattern getting into next week. We've got a pretty active jet stream overhead, although this is more kind of a Pacific origin jet stream. That colder air stays blocked up to the north, which will keep our temperatures here throughout the week staying above that average. So what that means for us, we end up with a little bit more rainfall versus snowfall going into next week. And that first opportunity for that comes in on Monday morning through the afternoon. Rumble of thunder possible to the south of us Monday night. Secondary low pressure system then will move in once we get into the afternoon, evening on Wednesday. This one may feature a little more wintry weather, kind of depends on the overall track of that low pressure system. And then I do think by the end of the month, we may start to see those temperatures trend a little downward. But until then, higher probability for those above average numbers, even if it's only by 5 or 6 degrees. That above average trend is something that'll continue and carry us over into the weekend. So even though we see a drop in that number tomorrow, still a little above average. 38 on Saturday, 43 on Sunday, more cloud cover too. A little windy on Saturday or Sunday as well. And then rain showers Monday. We slowly drop those temperatures back into the 30s by the end of the week.
All right, thanks, Candace. Scott's in next with sports. The Bears have turned to the Big Ten Conference for their new president, Kevin Warren. Scott tells us why he's an ideal fit for the Bears.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
The Chicago Bears have had their share of blunders over the years in setting up their front office, their coaching staff, drafting players, you name it. But those days might be over with the news that Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren will be their next president and CEO. He checks all the boxes. He's an attorney. He's been an agent. He's worked in the NFL for 21 years with 3 teams. He was vital in helping the Minnesota Vikings get their new stadium built. And he helped the Big Ten rake in a huge TV and streaming rights deal, while also adding UCLA and USC. Bears chairman George McCaskey says in a statement that Warren is a proven leader, a man of integrity, respect, and excellence. Warren, in a statement released by the Bears, says he joins the Bears with gratitude and the drive to carry on and build upon the legacy and spirit of this founding franchise. The Bears are expected to hold a press conference with Warren early next week. Warren won't officially begin working with the Bears until this spring. Well, so who might replace Warren as the Big Ten's next commissioner? Former Ohio State Athletic Director Gene Smith is a possible candidate. Current ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips is another. Phillips has also been the athletic director at Northwestern and NIU. But the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs do meet up in the AFC Championship game. They'll do it in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The NFL has made that decision. A neutral site would be needed for that game because the Bills and Chiefs played an unequal number of regular season games due to the Monday night game last week that was canceled after Damar Hamlin collapsed. If any other teams advance to the AFC Championship game besides the Bills and the Chiefs, then the team with the highest seed would host the game. The Ravens' chances of getting to the AFC Championship don't look good. Quarterback Lamar Jackson is expected to miss the Ravens-Bengals playoff game Sunday night. He still is nursing a sprained knee ligament. Jackson has missed the Ravens' last 5 games. Patrick Kane's going to miss some time for the Blackhawks. He's been put on injured reserve with a lower body injury. The Blackhawks host the Avalanche tonight. And some big news from NASCAR. Veteran driver Kevin Harvick will retire from full-time racing after this upcoming season. Harvick has won 60 Cup races in his career, including every major race, Daytona, Talladega, the Brickyard. He is the longest tenured Cup driver currently racing full-time. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Candace will have a final look at weather in a moment. But first, here's a look at what's to come on News Nation tonight.
Tonight on Dan Abrams Live. The disappearance of a mom in Massachusetts getting a lot of attention. Now some left-leaning media outlets whining that it's missing white woman syndrome. Huh? Isn't it just a fascinating whodunit? That's tonight on Dan Abrams Live.
Tonight on Banfield, surviving a bloodbath. What happens to the roommate who'll become the star witness? A survivor of Ted Bundy joins me live to walk us through the ordeal that her life became. Tonight on Banfield on News Nation.
That's coming up tonight on the cable and satellite stations you see here. You can also head to newsnation.com.
The first warning interactive radar may become a little more active over the next couple of hours with some drizzle and a few flurries and a light snow shower or two. Very minor expected for accumulations, but could cause a couple of slick spots there through tomorrow morning. Temperatures tonight in the mid and upper 20s, 32 for tomorrow, a little windy for the weekend. Look for rain to return next week.
Thanks, Candace, and thanks so much for watching. Have a good evening.